County Live is brought to you in part by the Madison County Health Department, protecting, promoting, and improving the health of our community. The all-new Chevy Silverado, now available at Jack Burford Chevrolet and always available at jackburford.com. And by Twine Market and Design on 3rd Street in Richmond. And by kymedia.net, digital media services from top-of-the-line video production to live streaming services. Now back to the show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. That is a fantastic task that she's doing. I mean, that's a lot of masks.
It's a lot of masks. They are beautiful. They're designed impeccably. So
yep,
very good. We're very, very good to have in our community.
Yep. Our next interview is Greg Gerard, President Baptist Health here in Richmond. And this is a little different interview because we had some technical difficulties, which we finally fixed. So we did a phone interview with Greg. And you'll notice that Colleen does not talk in this segment because she can't really hear Greg. It's just a conversation between Greg and I. So I know Colleen just sits there and she looks pretty.
I could hear Greg, but couldn't hear me.
Right.
I was thrilled to be able to hear your discussion. All right, are we ready?
Yes, let's roll it.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a special guest from Baptist Health, Colleen, Greg. Hey, Greg, tell us how to pronounce your last name and what is your title there?
It's Gerard, Greg Gerard, and I'm certainly not that special, but I'm the president of Baptist Health Richmond.
All right, and I know you are doing a lot for the community, and I know this whole pandemic has really brought out the best in people, and I know that you really wanted to have a message for the healthcare professionals, first-line responders, and the community.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, it's nothing like a crisis that brings out the best in your community and in people. And I'll tell you, it's just been overwhelming how blessed we've been with community support and just words of prayer and thoughts. And so it's just, I mean, it's from the meals that have been delivered to the protective equipment that's been brought to us. It truly has been, inspiring and humbling in so many ways. And just last night, Faith Baptist Church provided meals to all our day shift staff and night shift staff, and I got to enjoy my Chick-fil-A sandwich while I was there that they provided to us. But just the outpouring from Tri-State Roofing and First Baptist Church and State Farm and just others in our community, I'd say probably in total 40 to 50 either individuals or companies have stepped up and just shown their love to Baptist Health Richmond and our staff. And it's just been truly I'm in awe of it, and it's just been so welcomed and so appreciative.
Well, that's fantastic, Greg. Tell us a little bit about Baptist Health and kind of what this time is like in the community during this pandemic.
Well, I tell you, it's just, obviously we're when you think of Baptist Health Richmond, you think of the hospital and patients coming to us that need to be admitted and so forth. And so, with the COVID crisis, it's still business as usual for us. We just have to manage another type of patient that comes through our doors. And
right. Fortunately,
we've been so blessed in Madison County that we have not had the COVID virus as other states and other counties have. I mean, over the time of this crisis, we've admitted eight positive COVID patients that have all 7 of the 8 did fortunately go home and are recovering and have recovered. We did have one early on that did pass away, unfortunately. That was very tragic. But overall, our experience has been pretty minimal. I'm so thankful for that. The nursing homes have done a phenomenal job in trying to mitigate the virus, and they've done a great job so far. But for us, it's we continue to take care of those patients that have congestive heart failure and COPD, and we're continuing to still deliver babies as we always have. So it's still business as usual, but we just have to to manage a little bit differently. We have to do a much better job at keeping our patients and staff safe, and so we've implemented all kinds of different measures to ensure our staff and patient safety, which are a little bit challenging and somewhat sad for some families that can't visit their loved ones, but we're just doing that truly in the spirit of utmost safety for our patients and staff, and then ultimately those family members they go back to.
True. Now, Greg, I know that you all have recommendations, and me as just a layperson in the community, what's the best thing I can do to help Baptist Health at this time?
And honestly, and you've heard it all over across the country, and you heard it, you hear it every night from Governor Beshears too, is to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
And, don't get out unless you necessarily have to. And if you do, please wear a mask. And I know there's, some are reluctant to do that, but I know that, when I do go out, if it's either to work or to the grocery store, I have my mask on. So it's just continuing to be practice social distancing, continuing to wear your mask when you go out, and practicing hand hygiene. We can't emphasize that enough. In your own homes and when you're out using hand sanitizer, etc. But just making sure that you're doing everything you can to prevent you spreading it, because that's the other thing is there's a lot of people walking around today. Unlike the flu, when you get the flu, you have the flu.
Right.
With COVID-19, you don't know. I mean, I could have it today and not be symptomatic, and then someone come into my house or I interact with someone, and Lord, they get it. And they feel it, and so that's the risk with COVID is you just don't know, and so again, just being safe and being cautious and just being patient, because I have a feeling, I'm hopeful that in the next month or so you're going to start to see the community open up, businesses open up, and let's get back to somewhat of a normal time that we had prior to COVID. Okay,
Greg, what any information that I may have forgot to mention or ask?
No, I think that there's a couple of things that I wanted to leave you with today, and one is, by all means, the hospital, the ER is a safe place to come.
Right.
The one thing that we've seen across the country, and we've seen it locally too. Typically we'll have several patients present each month that are having a heart attack and need to go to the cath lab for intervention.
Sure.
And since COVID, nationally, you've seen those numbers drop dramatically. So the fear is they're more fearful of coming to the hospital that they're going to catch COVID, and they'd rather stay at home with those chest pains and other things. So my message today is for patients. We are safe, and I'll tell you, it's becoming a much safer facility, and the things that we're doing to disinfect and our staff taking precautions,
right.
It is a safe place to come if you need care. So please do not put off seeking care if you need it. The other thing that I would encourage people to do, because we've had so many people that have reached out, how can we help and what can we do? And the meals are fantastic. I can tell you our staff appreciate it, but there are the other ways. If we have the Baptist Health System has set up a COVID emergency assistance fund. So if you go to BaptistHealth.com, you can donate and help in this time of need, and help our employees, help our staff, help our patients in different ways. And so I would encourage people, if they want to give and have the means to do that, and they don't know how, to please go to the Baptist Health website, and it'll walk you through that. But and so those would be the two messages that I would leave with today. So
okay. Well, Greg, I want to thank you for coming on Madison County Live, Colleen and I. And if you have anything that you need to get out, make sure you contact us on our Facebook page.
Certainly will.
All right.
I certainly will. And listen, I sincerely appreciate you letting me come on this morning, and just know that we're going to get through this and going to be a much better and safer community for it. And so I'm never waste a crisis, and I think we're going to come out of this a much better community.
Absolutely. Hey, Greg, thanks for being with us today.
It's my pleasure. You all have a great Saturday afternoon. Take care.
We'll be right back after this, folks.
Watch Madison County Live premieres on Facebook and YouTube every Saturday evening at 8 o'clock, with replays at 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Sundays on Facebook. And, of course, always throughout the week on the Madison County Live Facebook page.